Today we have Mr. Patrick Mutisya. We are very honored to have him tell his story. He's a human resource manager, and I believe you're going to learn a lot from what he does and what he has been doing. So, Patrick,
Yes.
welcome to our channel. This is Yasa TV. What we do here is share stories of people we have encountered as Yasa. So probably tell the people who are watching who is Patrick, so that they can get to know who you are.
Thank you, Yasa team, for this opportunity. I think also appreciate to be given this particular space to talk about our experience in terms of talent management. And I think Patrick is a symbol, as you can see, having grown in terms of education, in terms of social platform, in terms of network and all that kind of thing, to be where I am. I'm an educationist by profession. My first degree is in education. That's mathematics and geography. I've taught that for 8 years.
Wow.
Then from there, I went, when I was undertaking education, I was now teaching. I also went for my master's MBA. It was open learning, what we usually the current distant learning.
The one you learn online?
The one we learn on, but there was no online.
Oh.
Because where I was, there was no network infrastructure.
So how did you used to?
We used to have booklets where we could buy. One was going around 3,500. We could carry those. They were called modules. Modules are just like subjects, notes.
Yeah.
So we could go and read and then come for exams. I was never taught in my master's class.
So you go read and then you have an exam center?
Yes, we had an exam center. Before we lived to Nairobi, because it was northern Kenya, before we go to, we will have dates for the cards and date for the exams. Then off you go.
You read and then you go to Nairobi?
No, I go to northern Kenya.
It was in northern Kenya?
Yes, northeastern.
Wow.
Yes. Northeastern Kenya. So that was 2004 up to 2007, and then graduated without any retake.
Wow. And how did you get yourself to human resource?
Then, by then, that was 2002, there was a shift in terms of the industry market needs. Markets, companies realized they wanted, now they started appreciating HR as an important aspect in running, driving business, driving change. Because we usually say human resource is the most important asset in companies. And then before, it used to be called personnel officers. People who had grown from and secretaries and administration up to the way, because they used to keep employees' file. By the end of the day, they retire as personnel officers, but they were not HR people. But people started realizing HR, human resource, was important, and you need to understand people's aspects, characteristics, people's needs, emotional intelligence, for the people to be able to drive the business.
Yes.
The usual code, you can take a donkey to the water, but you can't force the donkey to So you can give somebody a job, but you cannot force. Somebody will be there see the person in the office, but the output is not there. These are the aspects: motivation, understanding people, benefit, not salary alone, but those other things. That's why companies start, and you find every day, every paper will be looking for, we are looking for HR manager, you are looking for HR resource manager, you are looking for this. So I realized this was an opportunity. So I went for it.
You did a diploma?
No, I did for master's, my MBA, master's business administration, specialty in human resource. Yeah, so it was an open program, as I've said. My first job in consultancy, Manpower Services Group, where I got in as a consultant. I went in and within 3 months, I can tell you, other consultants were fired. Yeah.
Why?
I found around 3-4 consultants, full-time consultants. But when I came, what they could do, Patrick can do it within alone.
Wow.
So they realized that's waste of resources.
And they fired them.
He fired. Suddenly, Patrick suddenly was doubled. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then you must have been lucky because you were just from school and this was probably you were working as
actually,
consultants.
I've been lucky. Let me tell you. I've been lucky. I've never looked for a job. As in where you struggle looking for a job, no.
Yeah.
But I've strategically placed myself in a manner employers can see me.
So you put yourself in a way that
Employers can see you.
Yeah?
Yes. And then when given an opportunity, I give to the best, such that employers will say, this is the guy who have been. You know, if you work very well to this employer now, the owners of this business will be, and how are you guys? They'll be say, I have a very good guy there.
Yeah.
Like one day I got a comment from my a friend of mine who they were somewhere with my boss by then. And they say, the boss was saying, no, when Patrick is there, I don't, I can go and sleep.
Yeah, and I can tell from the principal.
Yes.
You having to leave for jobs and him taking you back.
And the DEO also again.
Yes. If you are not a productive person,
they would have told
they
me.
would have told you, please go wherever you're going.
So that is very important. And that's why I tell you, people, never ruin your relationship with your colleagues.
Yes.
Don't say you are senior. Even guys behind you, because the moment you conflict, by the time you are coming back, you will find them being seniors.
Yes.
They tell you, look at how you used to mishandle us. So people within the same horizontal level, people below you, above you and below, always respect. And unless where you find people who are crossing, physically coming to your line, the rest leave it.
So Patrick, where do you see yourself in the next probably 5 or 10 years?
You know that question, there is a consultant who came from South Africa.
Yeah.
When I was at Manpower. That was around 2016. And 2016 plus today, how many years? That's 3 years.
3 years.
And he asked that question. Patrick, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Yes.
And I told the person, and this is a very true story, I'll see myself being the CEO of a company. Then the question was, take us through how you see that happening.
Okay.
And I wish he was here to listen to this. You know, some of these guys who come from high-end blue chip companies with a balance sheet listed in public institutions, Nairobi Stock Exchange, London Stock Exchange, name it. Some don't see those kind of things. So I told the person, I'm not looking to be a CEO of the DHL of this world. The companies, the big companies with the balance sheet of B. When you talk of B, you are talking billion.
Yes.
Listed in Nairobi Stock Exchange and the London Stock Exchange. I'm looking for a middle-sized company, progressively promising. That's what I'm looking for. But how do I get to myself there? I'm looking for an opportunity where I'll express myself. And once I express myself, I'll be able to give in that opportunity because I'll express myself as a leader because you succeed by leadership, a performer, output, quantifiable, and I'll be given that opportunity. Once given that opportunity, I can tell you I'll excel. Didn't take a lot of time. 2018, guys come looking for me.
They came looking for you.
Give me an opportunity. These are business entity. You can see the investment in this. Yeah. Can you see
I love especially this.
You can see, and but where to get the business was the problem. And within no time, we had business of 2 million. The rest is a story. I would want to see myself leading an institution with massive, let's say between 2,000 to 3,000 employees. call it, to be more precise, between 1,000 to around 2,500. That would be good enough for me.
That's your target.
Yeah, because the reason with that, if you successfully lead people, not be followed for any because you sit in that driver's seat.
Yeah.
No. When you are driving a bus and people are asleep, they have assurance in you.
Yes.
But when you are driving people and they are all awake, they are fearing you might overturn, throw them in the ditch.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm looking myself in a scenario, position whereby I'm leading an entity with the regional or global presence.
Yeah.
And I'm delivering. I've placed people where they belong, where they can give out their best.
Yeah.
I'm motivating these people to deliver. People are willing to stay, because if people are not still willing to stay, that's another problem.
Yes.
There's a challenge. You can be there, but these are the problem.
Yeah.
And all shareholders and stakeholders of that entity are happy. That's
your goal.
Yes.
Right. So, because you have been practicing human resource management, I am very sure you have done so many interviews. You have seen the weaknesses. Well, I have seen you even train people for interviews and everything. What advice would you give to someone who is looking for a job? Someone who has probably tried 10 interviews and has failed and is almost giving up.
This is what I tell people. You saw this story of first class, we have said first class what? Betrayal.
Yeah.
This is a guy who had first class degree. He had worked various institutions and he never even got an opportunity to get hired.
Even in an institution?
Yes. Even maybe some did not even pick his papers. They were telling him, we shall advertise. This guy realizing that is a waste of time. This guy goes to the streets and places place card with them. Name, qualification, and the conduct, and I'm looking for this job. Immediately the guy gets offers, overwhelming offers, including those institutions where he had taken the papers. Yes. Then now they come to him. The question is, where's the problem? Why are they coming to him at this time? I can tell you why, and this is now where problems we have. People are using their own tactical ways of looking for jobs. People are using PO box.
PO box.
They throw their application through the poster to get to Endamaravine. When will it get to Endamaravine and come back to you?
In a PO box.
In a PO box era. Doesn't work. These companies came to this guy because they saw what they have been looking for. Companies hire, as I tell people, companies hire because of softy things.
Yeah.
BCom, everyone has BCom.
Everyone has a BCom.
HR, everyone has that. But what's the differentiator factor?
Of you and
then another commonality. What's the differentiator factor? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Okay. But when this company saw this guy was now as the exhibited confidence in public, that's why this is the guy we have been looking for.
This one who can stand and see.
That is it. Then number two, when we are looking for jobs, when we are going knocking the door here, how do you get to know? How do you get to know? To be known or to be ushered. You know, when you come to the reception there and you say, I'm looking for a job, even that person seated there is not a decision maker, but he has an answer for you. You have no job here. You have no job here. But look for a statement which will, not a fake one, but look for a unique statement which you tell the person there, the person will tell you, have a seat, let me call back office guy. Hello, Patrick, somebody here wants to sell us our product. No? Tell the person to come.
To come in. And that's how you get yourself better.
That's how you get yourself better. That's how you get yourself known. That's how you understand. That's the kind of person you are looking for. Somebody who can think outside.
I think people should listen to you more and more, because jobs, people are out there and they want jobs. But the secrets are here. So you guys, Patrick trains at YASA, or you could visit him at his office. Even easier, come to YASA. You will have very good contact with him. He's a board member and a trainer at YASA. So if you want to hear more conversations on employment and getting a job, he's the right person to listen to. How did you meet YASA?
YASA, Youth and Success Association,
yes.
is one of the institutions which I'll say is life. And ready to address the challenges we have in this country when it comes to employment, unemployment, and to the far end moralities and crimes in the country. Yes, starting they were looking for resource people to champion this agenda. They went to the institutions which can give direction. One of it was the Institute of HRM, and from there they contacted me. Now to Patrick, we have this and this. Would you be able to give a talk over this? And I offered myself because I realized that was the best way we can address some of these things. I've done it before with an NGO which was in northern Kenya, northeastern, that's Youth, where we were training youth out of school on how to explore themselves, how to discover their potentials, and how we can place them in the market. So when I saw this, I saw a replica of that.
Of what you have been doing.
And then being a talent expert, I also felt this was an opportune time also to share with what people don't know, but think they know about employment. You know, when people say we have no jobs, actually it's a wonder to me.
Okay.
I really agree. The output of graduates is not in sync with the intake in the job market. But if you stand up there today and the rooftop and look at this town, you see building coming up, new building coming up. Of course, inside the building will be people. And
offices with people.
Offices, those are offices with the people. And the question is, how do we now how do you count yourself? You know, you can see a building coming up and say, I want to be in this building as an employee. Actually, when I was doing my master's, I remember telling my supervisor, I want to work in this town, in one of these buildings, tall building. That was my statement.
Tall buildings.
And the lady told me, you'll work until you say you don't want. And I thought it was a rare. So YASA is one of the institutions which is the actually development partners, institutions, corporates, organizations which want to give back to the community should also look at. If I was to appeal to the government through the Ministry of Youth and Social Services, I think we should have what's called public partnerships, PPs, public partnerships, where government should come up with partners like YASA to come and address the employment challenges in the country. All companies, all institutions should also look at institutions like YASA, get partnership affiliation such that, because the graduates of YASA are refined, trained, focused, molded, and directed on how to get themselves ready to the market. If those institutions can come and bring their names and say we shall be getting interns from this.
Yeah.
YASA is the pool. We have programs, employability programs, exploring ourselves as youth, branding ourselves as potential employees, working on documents, writing a CV, chasing for employment, writing your application letters,
Yeah.
packaging your CV, packaging yourself in going for the interview, sitting for the interview, answering the non-questions, tell us about yourself.
So,
That is the question.
That's very famous question.
It's a question which will be in the interview throughout. And then how to exit from an interview point, how to make follow-ups, and I can tell you the result has been awesome. Those guys we have interacted with, for example, most of them, over 99%, have always gotten a job.
Yes.
They have gotten a job. Every Friday, whenever we go through and we are done with the interview process, I always engage the youth to participate in a mock interview, where I give a job advertisement. I tell the people to apply. Then we come and I screen and I shortlist. I pick some youth members to sit in the panel. I train them on how to ask questions and all that, and how to score. Then from there, we interview the candidates, all of us, and then tabulate the scores in the screen. And it has been a transition. Whoever emerges top from this panelist, we have a job for such kind of people. A good example is a lady who was with YASA, a graduate, and she came out to be a very strong lady. She was rated #1 by the panelists. And we gave her at Hingo HR, we gave her a job as an account manager. She's managing over 63 staff. Wonderful.
From a mock interview to
account manager of 63. The YASA is the way to go. This is where you get free services without the deployment are free. Nobody will ask you that. You'll be supported to exploit yourself. It's a program which gives you a seed and you grow with it to be a big tree, fruits, where you enjoy fruits alone. You don't bring it to YASA.
Yeah.
So I'll encourage young people in the colleges, in the learning institutions, graduates of O-level, all of them to come to YASA.
So we'll end there for today. Watch our videos and visit us so you can have more conversations on employment and jobs.